this Bucs defense was coming in with the already core group, a solid foundation. You look on the defensive line. Vita Vea is a captain of this team. He's been there for a while. Shaq Barrett, we all hope that he comes back healthier than ever, but he's been there for a while. He's an established guy. Same thing at inside linebacker. We know the drill with Levante David and Devin White. Same thing with the corners and everything. But there's one position that still needs to be figured out who's going to be the starter at that position, and that is nickel slot, nickel corner.
Yep.
And he gave it to undrafted rookie free agent out of Rutgers, Christian Izien. Now, this is a huge, huge accomplishment for Izien, not just the fact that he's an undrafted free agent, but he's going to be a starter on this defense that Tod Bowles publicly said, this is not speculation. This is not, this is how it's looking. Tod Bowles flat out said, Christian Izien has secured himself the starting spot. And if you look even further, great adjustment there, Scott, putting on Christian Izien. If you look even further than that, you may worry, it's a rookie playing in the slot, like he's going to get set up for failure. I understand that. But if there's anybody that should be coaching a safety and a defensive back in a rookie that's going to guide them along, it's Tod Bowles. He played defensive back in the NFL. He played safety for Washington for a lot of his career. He loves coaching versatile safeties. And he did the same thing with Antoine Winfield Jr. when Antoine Winfield Jr. came into the league a couple of years ago, that first season when the Bucs won the Super Bowl. And he trusted Antoine Winfield Jr. with this job. And he obviously made Tod Bowles look like a great defensive coordinator, which is why he got paid as the highest defensive coordinator after that. And then it obviously became the Bucs head coach. So this is another big task for Tod Bowles because Antoine Winfield Jr. is one thing. He comes from a football background. His dad was an NFL player. He had all the talent in the world. Izien is compared to Antoine Winfield Jr., but there are some adjustments, and he's playing nickel. But on top of that, you're going to have a lot of young safeties in that room after Antoine Winfield Jr. and Ryan Neal as well. I mean, they cut Nolan Turner, so we'll see how the rest of the safety room shapes out. But you got Kayvon Merriweather in there as well. And if anything happens to Antoine Winfield Jr., who, by the way, hasn't practiced in 2 weeks and is hopeful to play in the first regular season game, I think that he will. But you got a lot of guys that you're going to rely on if something happens to Antoine Winfield Jr. or Ryan Neal. It very much reminds me of the NFC Championship game a couple of years ago when Winfield got injured, or Winfield didn't play in the game, and Jordan Whitehead got injured, and then you were down to Andrew Adams back there as one of the starting safeties or for the second half. So this is Port St. Lucie, shout out. That's where the Mets have their spring training. So Brian, thank you so much for that $10 super chat. I've been there a couple times, Port St. Lucie. My family has a place over there. But thank you so much for that super chat. So all I'm saying is that, yes, there is reason to keep your guard up a little bit with this young safety group outside of Antoine Winfield Jr. and Ryan Neal. But if there's anybody that should be coaching up these young players as they break their way into the league, as they become a starter in Izien's place, Tod Bowles is the guy to do it. So I feel pretty good about that aspect of this new look young secondary for the Bucs.